Dobrunka knew January by his long white beard. He was the only one who had a staff in his hand. She spoke to them with great respect. "My good sirs, I pray you, let me warm myself by your fire. I am freezing with cold." January nodded his head and motioned her to draw near the blaze. "Why have you come here, my child?" he asked. "What are you looking for?" "I'm looking for violets," replied Dobrunka. "This is not the season for violets. Do you expect to find violets in the time of snow?" January's voice was gruff. "No," replied Dobrunka sadly. "I know this is not the season for violets, but my foster sister and mother thrust me out of doors and bade me get them. They will never let me come under the shelter of their roof again unless I obey. Oh, my good sirs, can you not tell me where I shall find them?" Old January rose, and turning to a mere youth in a green mantle, put his staff in his hand and said, "Brother March, this is your business." March rose in turn and stirred the fire with the staff, when behold, the flames rose, the snow melted, the buds began to swell on the trees, the grass turned green under the bushes, faint color peeped through the green, and the violets opened. It was spring. "Make haste, my child, and gather your violets," said March. Dobrunka gathered a large bouquet, thanked the 12 months, and ran home joyously. Katinka and her mother were struck dumb with astonishment when they saw her spring lightly in with shining face at the doorway. Fragrance of the violets filled the whole house. "Where did you find these?" asked Katinka when she had recovered the use of her tongue. "Up yonder on the mountain," answered Dobrunka. "It looked like a great blue carpet under the bushes." But Katinka only snatched away the flowers and never once so much as said thank you. The next morning Katinka, as she sat idling by the stove, took a fancy for some strawberries. "Go to the forest, good-for-nothing, and bring me some strawberries," cried she to Dobrunka. "Oh, sister," answered Dobrunka, "but there are no strawberries under the snow." "Hold your tongue and do as I bid you." And the mother and daughter took Dobrunka by the arm, thrust her out of the door, and drew the bolt on her once again. So the sweet girl returned to the forest, singing this time to keep up her courage, and looking with all her eyes for the light she had seen the day before. At length she spied it, and reached the great fire, trembling with cold, but still singing. The 12 months were in their places, motionless and silent. "My good sirs," said Dobrunka, "please to let me warm myself by your fire. I am almost frozen."